Rolling in the 97 GS, straight 6 power, you know it's blessed. 2 Jay-Z under the hood, a legend's heart, tearing it down and building it back, that's the art.
Hey guys, welcome back to 2GZ Heaven. Today I have a very exciting news for myself and for my car, and I decided to share it with you. So, what I'm doing, you can see this flying harness here beside me, this madness of wires. That's for a reason. I did get EcoMaster EmuBlack for my 2GZ GE VVTI engine in my GS300 Mark II, and I'm gonna be semi-wiring that in my car. Semi is the keyword, I'll show you why. I say semi-wiring in is because I bought this adapter. This is the WHP adapter for 2GZ GE VVTI, and you can use that for GTE and NA engines. The reason why I'm saying it's semi-wiring is because you need to add wires to it. It's not pure plug and play, because though all the applications, they are all custom, isn't it? So it can't be pure plug and play. What I had to add into it is just these few wires. So I had to add in the IAT sensor. So that's the 2 wires. I had to wire in my LSU 4.9 wideband lambda sensor, and I had to wire in CAN bus line for my EcoMaster Bluetooth module. Right. It is not as difficult as it sounds or as it looks. It's really easy because, first of all, you are getting this sheet of paper, and with the EcoMaster you getting this, yeah, and here is the how to wire the wideband in. Anyway, all these informations are available on EcoMaster website, and you can basically just go there and have a look. What I was gonna say, so the wiring, because obviously the wideband, you can just follow this this diagram, and it's all numbered. Yeah, for the in this case the wideband are all the gray numbers, and you just follow them on your connector, because the connector here, so you get a black connector and the gray connector, and they are numbered. As you can see, they have numbers there. So it starts, let's say 27 up to 39, and then you just count which hole is which, and they are color coded as well. See, each color responds to whatever it is that you're plugging. So first one is number 6, that's a WBOVS, and it's on this big table is for the back connector. So pin number 6, if I start from the top row, that's white, the top row, that's the yellow. So yellow, blue, red, pink, black, gray. That's pin number 6. There you will put your wideband. And if you have a look, for me it's those green cables, and it is indeed right here. And if I take that off from my ECU, and basically, yeah, it goes like this. This is how it is on the picture. This is how you're looking at it. And number 1 starts from this corner, which is, if you're facing the connector, it's top left. Top left, that's number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, just check myself. So the pin number 1 is right here. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's my green one. That's the wideband cable. And as well, because I bought the ECU with the flying harness, and I would everybody recommend to do that, to buy the flying harness from EcoMaster, just simply because each of the wire is actually marked. It's marked. I never built harness in my life, and I'm terrified of this. Simply put it, if I screw this, then I don't know what I'm doing, and I should just sell the car and do nothing. I shouldn't do it if I screw this up. Yeah, but yeah, it's really not that difficult. I was terrified, but I just jumped the gun and do it, and now I'm sharing with you guys. Here, this I had to twist the cable. This is for CAN bus, and I twisted. I tried to do every centimeter a twist. That's what is recommended. And because I have only one device on that CAN bus, I had to put the resistors. By the way, the resistors comes with the Bluetooth module, because I'm putting only the one device, so I had to put the resistors 120 ohms on each end of that cable, which goes in only in this Bluetooth for myself. If you have more CAN bus devices, like your ADU screen or something like that, then it's different situation. I think it's less resistors, or even maybe no resistors at all. I'm not sure, but do not wire that without the resistors for, unless you have more devices on the CAN spliced in, and then that load spreads. Okay, I will put the picture right now how it looks under these heat sinks. So you can have an idea what I did. As well, for the Bluetooth module, so these two cables, that's why I twist them, because they are CAN bus line, they have to be twisted. And so this is the other side that have the 120 ohm resistor on each side. I will be still measuring them with multimeter, and each end should give me, once I measure that, it should give me 60 ohms, because there is 120 ohms on each end. If I get 120 ohms, then one of them is not connected. If I get 0, then I didn't connect both of them, but I did solder those in, so they should be soldered. But this will run through the firewall to the cabin, because I will have that Bluetooth in the cabin, and from the Bluetooth connector we will run these two cables for power. So I will borrow that from this flying harness, these two. Even maybe I will get some different cable, or maybe I will just borrow it from this other side, but it's not already terminated. So I will borrow that from this other side, hook that to the Bluetooth connector, and I will put some wiring connectors on this side where I can take the 12 plus from the lighter or radio, and I will ground it on a common ground on the chassis inside of the cabin for the Bluetooth. So basically the Bluetooth have 4 wires, which is power, CAN low, CAN high, and ground. I don't know exactly which color is which one here, but I know one of them is CAN low, as a CAN bus L and CAN bus H. It's just 4 wires, nothing else. 4 wires. Maybe I will even deepen this and wire and nicely put that nicely in wrap so it looks nice. We'll see. I will do something cool with it so it looks okay. Yeah. And the third thing what I did wire in is your IAT, because we are not using any more MUF sensor, and you have to wire that in yourself. And that's a pin, IAT is pin 32. That's a intake air temperature, and it's my yellow cable. So again, if you're looking on that connector from back, this is number 1. The all the way bottom line it's 27, and if we count 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, that is my yellow cable, which is marked here, and it says, let me see if we can zoom in. Oh, believe me, it says IAT. Yeah, and on the board again you have IAT in, which is number 32, and this way you can wire the whole harness if you wish to do so. Don't forget to follow your grounds and now your 12 plus and everything. For the wideband, so for the wideband I have actually 5 cables, yeah, following with those what is here, yeah, and as I said, those are gray on my board. Each gray column, that's a wideband. Again, as I said, they are all marked, so you can't really, you shouldn't be able to mix it up or plug it wrong. Just count your numbers, be patient, pay attention, and just count those small windows there. For the wideband, I have to add 1 more cable extra from my existing wiring loom in the car, from the stock one, because that's an ignition 12 volt plus, which needs to be beefy, around 15 amperes, and I found location where I can take it. It's from the muff sensor, because I'm not using the muff sensor anymore. I can repurpose that 12 volt ignition lead to power my wideband. So another thing what I had to purchase extra is this vacuum hose, and that's because the muff sensor which we gonna use is built into that ECU, and you just hook it up here and connect to, I found on my GS300 on the 2JZ engine, you have that overlapping air intake, and I found one nipple which is actually blocked off, and you can nicely put the vacuum there. So I just take the block off and put the vacuum line on it. Perfect spot, like it was meant to be there. I think that's it. I'm just waiting now for some sleeving, and yeah, I ordered the sleeving, and I ordered the crimp tool because I need to crimp the connectors. I need to make my own connectors, and I don't want to be putting the connectors on before I have I need to just make 2 connectors, you know, like just 2. This is the wideband and this is the Bluetooth, and I would like to have it sleeved once I'm doing that. Over the time, I think I've outgrown this 2JZ GE VVTI adapter, and how I will do it, each time I add something new to this, like let's say I will get some fancy sensor, I will not use this OEM cable, whatever. I will just unpin it from here and run my own thing and leave these mods aside. I will take a picture how it was, so I can, once I fully outgrown this, so I can put it back together and maybe to resell it or something once I outgrow this whole loom. Because I have actually from my ECU these spare connectors, yeah, so I can repin them from my adapter. I can transfer them on this, and it will be again, or actually I can do one thing so I don't mess up and forget where was what. Every time I unpin that, I can keep this one in engine bay, and I can straight away pin it into this new plug. So one day when I outgrow it, that adapter will just lift off. So that's the update on my GS300 and the journey what I'm doing and the build, how it's going. This is just the intro for what actually I will be doing, because once I finish this wiring, I'm gonna be rushing to connect that in, and I will load the base map and do the bass tuning, the startup, and you will be guys there with me. Alright guys, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you on next video.
Yeah, rolling in the 97 GS, straight 6 power. You know it's blessed.